What if I told you that there's one silent test, one simple act, so basic, so deceptively ordinary, that if you can still do it between the ages of 65 and 80, it doesn't just mean you're healthy, but it may be the greatest indicator that you'll live to 100. So in your confidence, each attempt becomes easier, and the floor no longer feels like forbidden territory. Instead, it becomes a space of possibility, a subtle reminder that your body is still capable of remarkable things, even after decades of wear and tear. The sit and rise test, or SRT, isn't about athleticism. It's not about how many push-ups you can do or how fast you can walk a mile. It's about the fundamentals: mobility, balance, and the ability to move through your environment independently. These are the qualities that keep you out of the hospital after a fall, that let you play with your grandchildren, that let you live in your own home, rather than an assisted living facility. Consider what happens as we age. With each passing year, muscle mass and bone density quietly decline, flexibility wanes, and balance becomes just a little more precarious. Many people don't notice the gradual shift until one day a minor stumble turns into a serious injury. But those who maintain the ability to sit and rise from the floor unaided have essentially preserved the foundation of physical independence. It's a sign that their bodies are aging gracefully, adapting to the challenges of time rather than surrendering to them. Arthur, our retired mailman, is not an exception born with unusual genetics. Rather, he is a testament to the power of routine, of small daily acts that accumulate into lifelong resilience. He didn't set out to pass the SRT. He simply refused to let go of the habit of squatting down to tie his shoes, to weed his garden, to play with his grandchildren on the ground. This unassuming ritual preserved his strength, his balance, and his confidence. When his doctor first saw him rise from the floor without the slightest hint of struggle, she was astonished, not because it was a superhuman feat, but because it had become such a rare one in the modern world. Researchers who study longevity are now raising the alarm. We're losing these basic abilities earlier and earlier, not because of age alone, but because of inactivity, chairs, and the conveniences that make life easier in the short term but erode our capacity in the long run. In cultures where sitting on the floor is a part of daily life, older adults retain their mobility far longer. They don't see sitting on the ground as a challenge, they see it as normal, and their independence, their ability to care for themselves, reflects this simple habit. So, if you're listening to this and wondering about your own ability, ask yourself, when was the last time you sat on the floor? When was the last time you rose up without pushing off with your hands or steadying yourself on a piece of furniture? If it's been years, don't be discouraged. This is not a message of defeat. It's an invitation. Start small. Lower yourself to a chair and stand up using only your legs. Once that feels comfortable, try a lower surface. Over time, your muscles will remember. Your balance will improve. Your confidence will grow. The SRT is more than a test. It's a call to action. It's a reminder that age is not just a number. It's a process, one that you can influence every single day. The small effort you put in now, the choice to squat down and rise up, to move with intention and awareness, pays dividends in years of independence and quality of life. It's not about chasing youth. It's about preserving dignity, autonomy, and joy. Imagine the ripple effects. If more people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s made this simple movement a part of their daily routine, the impact on healthcare would be profound. Fewer falls, fewer fractures, fewer hospital stays. More time spent with loved ones, more laughter, more freedom. Nursing homes would be quieter, not because of neglect, but because people simply wouldn't need them as early or as often. Emergency rooms would see fewer elderly patients with preventable injuries. And it's not just about the body. The act of sitting and rising from the floor engages your mind, your awareness, your sense of self. It forces you to pay attention, to be present in your own skin. This mindfulness, this connection to your physical self, is a form of self-respect, a way of honoring the vessel that has carried you through every chapter of your life. So the next time you see a child plop down on the floor and spring up with ease, don't just smile wistfully. Let it inspire you. That ability is not just for the young. It's for anyone willing to nurture it, to reclaim it, to make it a part of their daily life once again. And if you can already do it, celebrate that, protect it, cherish it. Because according to the research, it's one of the simplest, most powerful predictors that you have many vibrant years ahead. Remember Arthur and the millions like him who refuse to let go of the basics. Let the sit and rise test be your silent guardian, your daily check-in, your quiet promise to yourself that you will keep moving, keep living, and keep thriving. Because sometimes the greatest secret to longevity is not found in a bottle or a gym, but in the humble act of returning to the ground and rising up, one smooth, graceful motion at a time. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of vitality, feeling refreshed, energized, and eager to greet the day ahead. Your steps are steady and confident. You sleep deeply, wake with purpose, and move through your routines with ease. In a world overflowing with quick fixes, miracle pills, and promises of eternal youth, these simple abilities become priceless treasures, true indicators of health that can't be bought or faked. But why does this matter more now than ever before? Because the quality of your function, your ability to move, to act, to live independently, is the bedrock of a fulfilling life. It's not about just surviving or reaching an impressive age. What matters is the richness of your experience. Walking the dog on a crisp morning, climbing a flight of stairs without fear, exploring new places, or dancing unself-consciously at a loved one's wedding. Even the smallest acts, rising from a chair without assistance, reaching for a book on a high shelf, or tying your shoes while standing, are daily affirmations of your body's resilience. If you're between 65 and 80, and these movements come easily, you are not simply growing older. You are thriving. You are pushing back against the expectations that aging brings frailty or dependence. You are proving that age does not define ability. What sets people like you apart isn't just luck. Science shows that those who maintain functional movement into their later years often have higher heart rate variability, a marker of a healthy, adaptable cardiovascular system. You bounce back from stress more quickly. You might take fewer medications, experience fewer chronic aches, and enjoy a brighter outlook on life. This isn't just good fortune. It's a testament to a life of mindful choices, consistent movement, and a spirit that refuses to surrender to inevitability. In fact, many who age this well don't realize how rare their condition is, because society normalizes decline and overlooks these silent achievements. So pause for a moment and notice the small miracles that fill your day. Each time you climb stairs without reaching for the banister, turn swiftly without feeling dizzy, or step into a bathtub without hesitation, you're displaying the subtle signs of robust aging. These aren't just ordinary functions. They're the gold standard. They're what researchers look for when they study the secrets of longevity and resilience. There's a simple test, done in the privacy of your own home. Sit cross-legged on the floor, then try rising to your feet without using your hands or knees. If you can do this unaided, you belong to a rare and powerful minority, one with a gift that too many only appreciate after it's gone. And if you struggle, let it be motivation, not discouragement. Because the remarkable truth is that your body wants to recover. With gentle strength training, balance exercises, proper nutrition, and mindful movement, you can regain lost abilities. Progress may be gradual, but each step forward is a victory. Every day you nurture your mobility, flexibility, and balance. You're not just adding days to your life, you're adding life to your days. More laughter, more adventure, more moments of awe and connection. So ask yourself, if you can still move with confidence at 70 or 75, what else might you be capable of? What other hidden strengths are waiting to be rediscovered? Let this awareness linger. As you go about your day, remember, the true markers of healthy aging are not loud or obvious. They're the quiet victories, the unnoticed freedoms, the movements you perform without thinking. Cherish them, nurture them, and let them inspire you. Because in these silent signs lies the secret to a long, joyful, and independent life.